This nursing school has actually done a fantastic job of preserving and presenting Esther McCready's history. You saw that slide. That's in the museum. There are exhibits around the walls here, and I commend them to you. So I will try to add a few points about Esther that some of you might not know. First, while Esther's lawsuit was handled by the NAACP, it is important to understand that Esther started it all on her own. Back then, Maryland sent black would-be nurses out of state to Meharry Medical College in Nashville, Tennessee. Esther decided on her own that as a citizen of Maryland, she should be able to attend her state's nursing school. So without even telling her parents, she applied. When her application sat unanswered, she did tell her personal physician. He knew some Baltimore NAACP leaders, and he urged them to assist her. They arranged for Esther to meet with Baltimore lawyer Donald Murray, who had sued the University of Maryland to gain admission to the School of Law, and with prominent Washington, D.C. attorney Charles Houston, who had been Thurgood Marshall's mentor. Esther told me that in their very first meeting, Houston asked her, "Who put you up to this?" And that she had replied, "No one. I did this on my own because I am a citizen of Maryland and entitled to attend my state's nursing school." Now, she's 17 years old at that point. Houston and Marshall took her case. They lost at the trial level. When the case came up for hearing in the Maryland Court of Appeals, Houston was gravely ill. So Thurgood Marshall, then the national NAACP attorney, joined Murray for the argument. The Court of Appeals ruled that Esther McCready had to be admitted to this nursing school. The day after the decision, Esther went to see Houston, then a patient in the Bethesda Naval Hospital. Houston told Esther that she would be his last victory, and he was right. 1 week later, Charles Hamilton Houston died. It is important to appreciate the national significance of Esther McCready's victory. Donald Murray's 1935 victory against the law school was the first time a U.S. court ordered the desegregation of an educational facility. But the states had restricted that decision and its application to law schools. They contended that while the laws varied from among the states, for the most part, other disciplines, the differences were minor, and it really did not matter where you went to law school. 14 southern states, including Maryland, entered into an agreement called the Regional Compact, under which they agreed to accept each other's students in whatever segregated professional schools they had. The regional school for nursing was at Meharry in Nashville. Esther McCready's victory was the first time any court in the United States ordered that as to all higher educational programs, the duty of a state to provide equal educational opportunity to its citizens had to be satisfied inside the state's borders. That led to the admission of African American students into professional and graduate students all over the nation. That is what Esther McCready accomplished.